So the pound-for-pound GOAT right now, Terrence Bud Crawford, responded to a possible Gervonta Davis fight at 147. Crawford said the fight is not realistic due to the fact that he don't see Gervonta moving up to 147 to fight him, nor he could physically do a catchweight by moving back down to 140 pounds or 135. Here is exactly what Terrence Bud Crawford had to say. Check it out.
But are there weight constraints for you being able to get some of the big fights out there? Because obviously the first thing that popped in my mind is how far away are we from getting Bud Crawford and Tank Davis? And would weight be an issue there, or would that just be a matter of you waiting for him to be ready for you?
Yeah, no, Tank is at a lower weight class than me. He's at 135. I'm at 147. That's 2 weight classes apart.
So he would have to come up.
Yeah, because I wouldn't never.
You can't get that low. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's not gonna happen, because I saw people talking about it. You don't think that'll ever happen?
No, I wouldn't say that it'll happen.
Now, I'm going to leave a link for the full interview in the description box below. Crawford talked about how he was blackballed and so many different things. However, when it came to Gervonta claiming that he will sleep Crawford at 147, he will stop him by the 6th round because Crawford has a glass jaw. Well, apparently Crawford is not even entertaining that, since Gervonta is saying all of that, but he's not willing to move up to 147. So clearly Crawford is no-nonsense type of guy, and I'm pretty sure after what Gervonta saw Crawford did to Errol Spence, he completely changed his mind. However, if Gervonta Davis some way somehow didn't change his mind and he still feels the same, he's more than welcome to prove it. We all want to see it. Action speaks louder than words, but in this situation, I really think Gervonta was just talking trash. He was just talking his shit. The reason why I say that is not because the fight is not realistic. They talking about Gervonta versus Inoue. So if that's realistic, Gervonta versus Crawford is definitely even more realistic. Remember, Crawford started his career at 135. Gervonta started his career at 130 pounds. So the fight can happen if Gervonta chooses for the fight to happen, if he's willing to move up to 147. But the reason why I believe Gervonta was just talking shit, excuse my French, is because when Leonard Ellaby came out years ago, I'm talking about 2 years ago, when Gervonta beat Mario Barrios at 140 pounds, Leonard Ellaby, for some reason, he was pushing hard for the Keith Thurman fight at 147. He really wanted to make that fight happen. However, Gervonta came out and completely shut that fight down, where he said, "They think I'm Superman." Gervonta made it clear that he's not interested to fight at 147, not against Keith Thurman or anybody else. So, what makes you think he wants to fight Crawford, of all people, at 147? Did you guys see what Crawford did to Errol Spence? That was single-handedly the biggest ass whipping we have ever seen in the sport at that level. Coming into the fight, Crawford was pound for pound number 1 and Errol Spence was pound for pound number 2. Errol Spence was known for having the best jab in boxing, while being the best inside fighter and body puncher in the entire sport. Well, Crawford completely took all of that away. Crawford out-jabbed him and beat him in the inside, while at the same time outlanded him to the body. Let that sink in. So, how the heck will Gervonta get out of the way of Crawford's jab if Errol Spence, who had the best jab in boxing, couldn't? Crawford ultimately could beat Gervonta with his jab alone, since Gervonta is also a southpaw like Errol Spence, shorter with less reach. That's why I said Gervonta was just talking trash, because he even said Crawford had a glass jaw. And we all saw how Crawford ate all of Errol Spence's power punches for breakfast to debunk that theory. Crawford took punches from the biggest, stronger man, who Jermell Charlo claims punches as hard as a light heavyweight. These are some of the many reasons Gervonta needs to stick at his own lane and let Crawford do his own thing, because Gervonta doesn't want this Crawford problem that even Errol Spence couldn't solve. We all know Gervonta has unfinished business with Devin Haney and Shakur, the three kings at the lightweight division, while Crawford, on the other hand, he has unfinished business with Jermell Charlo. Let's see Gervonta do something special against Shakur, the way Crawford did against Errol Spence. That's really going to make Gervonta shine if he could pull off something like that. Till then, these fighters have to give the fans exactly what they want to see. In 2023, the fans have gotten spoiled. We've been seeing the best fight the best this year, and we got to keep that trend. We're not trying to go back to seeing the best fight B and C level opposition. We have to see the best versus the best in order to find out who is truly the best. That's my take on it. With that being said, drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below. And to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Peace out. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I got a question for you, Tank. At 147, how does a fight with you and Terrence Crawford look?
147?
147.
Shit, if I tap that trend, you know he going to sleep.
I already know. I already know he
ain't
is.
got no chance.
I already know he is.
Said no chance.
I got round 5.
Shit, I got round 6.
Errol Spence or Bud Crawford?
Earl.
He can't go against his boy. He doing what he's supposed to be doing. I respect that.
No, I know for sure. I'm
going with Bud.
And wow.
I think we rapping, me and the champ rap. I just think that, Earl he hadn't been in front of nobody with the tools that Bud got. I think Bud can give him a little bit more problem than a lot of guys standing in front of him with bricks in their shoes. I think Bud ain't gonna stand there, and it wouldn't behoove him or be smart to stand there and try to trade with Earl. He would have to box Earl.
All right, but now you see how you say that, right? Okay, imagine we in a, let's just say we in a gunfight, right?
Yep.
And I got a metal shield, and the opposite person got a glass shield.
Okay, Chad.
Who gonna come out on top?
The guy with the metal shield.
Okay. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, but how much he run around once them hands get on him, it's gonna slow him down. And
definitely if he touch him, he definitely if he touch him clean, he'll break him down.
Ain't no if. He gonna touch him. He gonna touch him.
And that's what we gonna see what he made of. That's what we gonna see, his resolve and what he's really made of. That'll answer all the questions I need to know who the dominance at 147. If he touch and break that shield and Bud can't stand up to that, that'll let me know all respect. I gotta give it to him.
I ain't gonna lie. If he felt like he was gonna win the fight, he would have took this offer that they gave him.
Oh yeah, definitely. After the second round, when I heard him, I felt as if he couldn't handle my power like I can handle his. I remember him throwing a overhand looping left, and he caught me right on the button. I think it was the first or second round, and I was just like, "This is it." I was like, "Oh, okay." It's gonna be a long night for him.